Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I am going to show you how to create a dynamic library. And the first class I show you how to create a static library, so I use the same files to create dynamic library. The only thing I do here is let me delete all object files from here, rm then start.o. I delete it, and again I have to delete this static library executable file and this just static library name. So to do that, just let me rm just static, again rm just lib. So here I have these two functions add.c and sub.c, then one main functions main.c and one header file just main.h file. So the first thing what I have to do here is also just I have to create the object code, but creating the object code in static library and dynamic library has some differences. That is, in static library I simply use gcc then -c to compile it, then my file name add.c and sub.c. This is it, how I create my library, my object file in creating static library. But here I will add -fpic flag. This flag used to create a position independent code that can be called dynamically. So here I use this flag. Let me press enter. After doing this, just I have already all object files. Then the next step is just to create just a library or dynamic library name. To create that, let me list all object files here. .o and sub.o object files I have there. So here I have to use gcc then minus I didn't compile it, just I use all files starting from ending with .o extension. Then I use another flag, dynamic link. So in static library, linkage performed after creating the static library, but here it will link with the shared executable libraries. So then shared -out, then let me give it. Also starts with lib prefixes and ends with .so extension. So in middle I have to give the name. Let me make it also bb. So here libbb.so. Here is my dynamic library name. So let me list it. I create it. Just I have libbb.so dynamic library files. So the way to create this is just dynamic library is these two steps. First we have to compile our source files, then we will get our object files. After getting object files, I will compile it again using with shared libraries and give a name with .so extensions. So after doing that, this is my dynamic library name. I can execute my main function using this dynamic library functions. So to execute this, I can just use main.c file. First let me create an object file for my main.c files, -c main.c file. So let me list this. Here is just my main.o object files. After compiling it, let me link it dynamically. To do that, just we can use the command gcc then minus output. Let me say my output name is just, let me say it dynamic. Then this is my output name. Then from which file I want to create this dynamic executable file. So from my main.o file plus again link it with minus l in the file in the current directory doors, then my dynamic library name followed by my dynamic library name. So my dynamic, I name it my output executable file name dynamic. It will be produced from main.o object file links with that is found in the current directory link with lbb dynamic library. This means just this minus l then bb is similar with just libbb.so. So to abolish the use of .so extension and lib prefix, you can simply use minus l then your library name. Here let me press enter. Here as you see my dynamic executable file is just created. So let me run it ./dynamic. It says cannot open shared object file. Okay, yeah, exactly. It is an error since if we are dynamically linking a file, we have to specify the path of our current directory. So let me print it. We have to specify this if you are linking dynamically. So let me check it ldd, then my library name is just dynamic. Here the file independency shows here libbb.so is not found. So this file is just in our root directory. We have to export the path for this file in the root directory. So to do that we have to use two ways. I'll show you that. For the first way is just to export just this path, and the other way is just we can copy this file libso files into our user lib directory. So let me show you the first one. Just we can use cp just libso files into which directory? Just in the root directory, just user lib directory. Let me press enter. Cannot create regular files, user libso permission denied. Okay, let me use just sudo root sudo then cp libbb.so. let me enter my password. Here I think it works. Let me run it, my executable file. Yeah, it works. This is the first way. So this is all. Just if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and like, share to your friends and classmates. Thank you for watching this video.